Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines.
US President Donald Trump has said that Iran has requested fresh talks and Washington has agreed to continue negotiations. However, Trump declared that the June ceasefire is over, following a new exchange of military strikes between the two countries. An uneasy calm returned to the Middle East after the United States and Iran paused attacks, while Pakistan and Qatar stepped up efforts to bring both sides back to negotiations. US officials said Washington remains committed to a diplomatic solution despite recent military exchanges, while Pakistani sources expressed hope that talks could resume once tensions ease. The next round of negotiations, originally planned in Islamabad, has been delayed as mediators focus on restoring calm. The pause follows 2 days of fighting in which the US struck dozens of Iranian military targets and Iran responded with missile and drone attacks on US facilities in the Gulf. Diplomats say preventing further escalation and restarting technical talks are now the immediate priorities. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has urged Iran and all parties to exercise restraint during a phone call with President Masoud Pezeshkian. Expressing concern over rising US-Iran tensions, the Prime Minister stressed the importance of upholding the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding and reaffirmed Pakistan's readiness to continue facilitating dialogue between Washington and Tehran. Iran's parliament speaker, Mohammad Baghir Ghalibaf, has said that his country is ready for full-scale defense if the United States backs away from its commitments under the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding. Ghalibaf said Iran would never surrender under pressure and warned that any collapse of the agreement would be met with a firm defense of Iran's rights and interests. He also urged the Muslim world to unite against the United States and Israel, saying the Islamic world should stand up in the face of continued pressure. Oil prices rose and were set for weekly gains as renewed US-Iran fighting and severe disruptions to tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz fueled concerns over global energy supplies. Brent crude climbed to $76.49 a barrel, and US West Texas Intermediate rose to $72.27, with both benchmarks on track for weekly gains of about 6% and 5%, respectively. Analysts said restricted shipping through the Strait of Hormuz continues to support prices, though expectations of renewed US-Iran diplomacy have helped limit further gains. Israel has reportedly shared intelligence with the United States, alleging that Iran recently devised a new plot to assassinate President Donald Trump, according to reports by The Wall Street Journal and CNN. The reports say US intelligence agencies have not independently verified the alleged plot, and some officials believe the Israeli warning could be part of broader efforts to influence Washington's policy toward Iran. Trump said Iran wants to kill him, telling reporters he is on every single one of their lists. The reports come amid renewed US-Iran tensions, although American officials say diplomatic efforts toward a nuclear agreement are continuing. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has announced legislative elections on November 28th, the first parliamentary vote in more than 20 years. The decree calls for polling in the West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem. No date has been set for a presidential election. Abbas, now 90, has remained in office since 2005, following the death of Yasser Arafat. At least 12 people were killed and 23 remain missing after a fast-moving wildfire swept through southern Spain's Almeria province, making it one of the country's deadliest wildfires on record. Officials said most victims were believed to be foreign nationals who ignored evacuation advice to shelter in place, attempting to escape by car or on foot as flames spread rapidly around the town of Los Galados. Firefighters continued battling the blaze as authorities searched for the missing. Spain's early summer heat waves have left large areas parched, contributing to an unusually early and intense wildfire season. And China has successfully tested a reusable rocket recovery system, capturing the Long March 10B booster in a sea-based net after a vertical landing. State media called it the world's first successful net capture recovery of a rocket stage. The mission validated key reusable launch technologies as Beijing pushes to challenge US leadership in reusable spaceflight.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.